today. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're going to be having a look at this and this and try and make a bulb testing rig. So this has been something I've been planning for a while and just not had chance to get round to it. I was using this to test bulbs, but I wanted something a little bit more specific. And on Temu, I found this, which is for a CNC machine, but it's got adjustable voltage output. There's the in and the out, and you can use this for up to 32 volts DC. And then I found this old drill adapter that I've had for years. I always keep my adapters just in case. And this outputs 16 volts and it is DC, so this will do quite nicely. I've just got to wire it all in to the back of this. So get my strippers. And if memory serves, the striped cable is the live and the non-striped is negative. I hope that's right. I can't remember. So need to use the little electrical screwdriver for this. So this is the in. When are you going in? Got this for screwing bulbs, just something basic. I will come up with some kind of a system where I can have wires coming out and have some kind of a quick disconnect. But until I get that, it's mainly for testing the screwing bulbs. So I'm just going to start clean with these. Just trim this down like that. Come on. A little bit narrow for those. I should have adjusted the strippers, but it'll be okay. I just need to open these up a little bit because they're very tight. Okay. One in. There we go. No idea if this is going to work, but again, just browsing Temu for power supplies and adjustable power supplies, and this was the cheapest thing I could get. And for people who have lots of Christmas lights and bulbs, or buy batches of unknown bulbs, this will be very handy. It only goes up to 16 volts, but that'll do. I don't have anything that runs much higher than that. Yes, I do have 24 volt bulbs, but most of those are marked and boxed as such. And if anybody wants this, if it works, it's a Buck Boost ZK5KX. So we'll put that there like that. Probably should have read the instructions. Right, there goes nothing. Maybe this adapter is broken. It's making a noise.
Several weeks later.
So fast forward a few weeks because Christmas, and we're back on this, and I had to swap out the adapter because the that 16 volt one that I had just didn't work, and I've ended up with this one. So this one is an AC adapter to DC, and we get 12 volt 1.5 amps out. I'd like a little bit more, but that's not important. That's enough for our needs at the moment. But at least this one works. It's what I could find that was appropriate. We've got everything wired up. We've got our bulb holder on. And you sit there. And we'll see if it works. Okay. So this works. And so we can set our voltages, which is really cool. There's a little random sample of bulbs. Obviously it'd be nice to get all this mounted in something, but it is what it is. So that does nothing on its own at the moment. Amps, watts. So we've got watts, amp hours, hours. Interesting. So let's just leave that at that, and then set the amps. We'll just leave it at that. That'll do for now. So we've got super fine tuning. We can select like that, which is really cool. And then it's on. So does this bulb even work? Maybe we should test the bulbs first. Oh, that bulb doesn't work. Oh, this one works. So we'll try this fuse bulb. Okay, so there we go. We've got this bulb on. That's on 6 volts. And we can incrementally increase it, but that's very small. So what we'll do, we'll actually, let's go set these to lower values. Put that back on 6 volt. And now we should be able to increment. There we go. We can ramp it up now. That's 12 volts. And then if we switch to the amps, so there's 12 volt, 1 amp, and there's your standard bulb. That's how bright it's supposed to be. Obviously we can't go any higher than this because obviously, I mean, it's a buck boost. It might be able to ramp up the 12 volts a bit higher, but this shows us that this is a 12 volt bulb, which is handy. And if we go back to our main output voltage, turn that down like that, and the amps, set that as 5, long press, and it's on. So there we go. It needs a little bit of finesse. I'm still learning how to use it myself. Try this little green boy, and this one doesn't work. Again, maybe we should try the bulbs first. Yeah, that one doesn't work. This one works. So this one, not too far off from being a 6 volt. So let's go in here and we'll turn it up to 7 volts. Turn that on, and that's probably a bulb for a set of 35, because it's quite dim but not too dim. It's like it's being run on a dimmer plug. So let's turn all this off. So we'll turn this off again, and then we'll go back in here. And we'll turn this up to 12 volts. And that is a lot brighter, but it might just be a bit too bright. So I think I'd be happy running this as a 35 rather than a 12. Yeah, I'm happy with that being a 35 bulb. So I'm going to have to start getting little pots for the bulbs to go into. But I'm happy with this. Handy little device. It needs a holder. Obviously there's power caps on there, you don't want to put your finger on them, but I'm happy with this. It needs a better adapter, probably better if we have a 24 volt adapter on it, and maybe we can figure out how we can get a, not so much fine tuning, but go, because we've got to keep switching between the modes here. So hold on, there we go, that's better. See, that's 12, that's far too bright. And then if we take it down to 7, that's acceptable. So I've sorted it out now. We're all learning together. So you got these to select and these to incrementally change each digit and then ramp it up. So done. Cool. So that's my new little bulb tester. It's a little bit fiddly, but I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if it'd work, and it's going to help identify all our spare bulbs. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it might be handy for anybody who needs something like this. I'm interested to hear what Liam Lucas thinks of this, and whether it was a dumb idea or a good idea. And I'll catch you all on the next one.